Life get crazy when the lights off. Shorty call my phone, get the night long. Late on the road, the lights on. Too much time on the road, I can stay long. Don't fuck any stars, I can't chase one. And she always wanna fight, so I face one. Why the fuck would you always tryna take some? Life get crazy when the lights.
Alright, what's up guys, it's Flow Music and I'm back with another video for y'all boys, man. And as you guys can tell by the beautiful title and thumbnail of today's video, bruh, I'm going to be bringing you my top 3 favorite Catfish builds in NBA2K22. These builds have some crazy names for what their pie charts are, what their badge layout is, and I highly recommend you stay through and watch the whole video, bruh. You guys are gonna love these Catfish builds, bruh. But hey man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe with post notifications on, and let's get into it. Alright, so we are in the My Player Builder, and for the first Catfish build, we're going to make a two-way slashing playmaker Catfish. Now this isn't no normal two-way slashing playmaker. This build, you're gonna see, bro, the badge layout for it to be a two-way slashing playmaker is crazy, bro. Alright, so first thing you want to do, make it a point guard or shooting guard. Handedness and jersey number are personal preference. Now for the pie chart, you're gonna want to go with a little bit more finishing than shooting. So you can already tell this build is gonna be really crazy for a two-way slashing playmaker just off the pie chart. Now for the physical profile, you can either go pure speed or you can go speed vert. I like to go pure speed because I can't really tell a difference with vertical, but I can with speed. So boom. Well, first thing you're going to want to do is max out your close shot, driving layup, and your driving dunk. And then you want to max out your mid-range, your three-pointer, and your free throw. And then bring this post fade to a 65. Alright, so you have 16 finishing and 17 shooting off rip on a two-way slashing playmaker. Normally a two-way slashing playmaker is a defensive and playmaking build with a lot of finishing, but this build gets a lot of shooting and a lot of finishing already, so you can already tell this build's going to be crazy. Now for playmaking, you want to max out your pass accuracy and your ball handle, and then bring your post control until it's a 35. So you have 14 playmaking badges on a two-way slashing playmaker, and 151 attributes remaining on defense. So you're gonna max out your perimeter, your lateral, your steal, and your defensive rebound, and then you want to put the rest on your block. So boom, you have 6 defensive and rebounding badges. So this layout right here is a two-way slashing playmaker. You have 6 defensive badges and 14 playmaking on a two-way slashing playmaker. Like, that's crazy, bro. Oh, so boom, body shape, I like to go compact. You can, okay, now there's 3 different heights you can go. You can go 6'3", 6'4", or 6'5". Now, I like to go 6'5", just because you get that extra driving dunk. Or you could go 6'3" and get +1 on your speed, but I can't really tell the difference compared to the driving dunk. Alright, for weight, you want to go 179, so you get that one extra bit of acceleration, and then you want to go max wingspan. That's how you get the two-way slashing playmaker name. I recommend that you use slashing takeover. It's just the best takeover out of these 3 that I've seen. Alright, so boom, you have built a two-way slashing playmaker. I do not know how this build name is possible with that type of pie chart and with that type of badge layout, but hey man, I'm not 2K, bro. I can't control, and this makes for a really good first Catfish build. Let's get into the second one. Alright, so we are in the My Player Builder again for the second Catfish build. Now this build is a two-way finisher, but you're gonna see this isn't no normal two-way finisher. When you think of a two-way finisher, you either think of a half yellow and a half red pie chart, a half red or a half blue pie chart, or a pure red pie chart. But again, this build is nothing like a two-way finisher, but boom. So first thing you want to do is make your position a shooting guard, handedness, and jersey number all personal preference. Now boom, you're going to choose the same pie chart as the last one, so the more finishing than shooting pie chart. You can either go pure speed or speed vert. Again, I like pure speed on all of my builds. Alright, so I know this build is going to look a lot similar to the other build in terms of stats, but once you get into the weight and the wingspan and all that, that's how this build becomes really different. Alright, so for finishing, you want to max out your close shot, max out your driving layup, and max out your driving dunk, and then you want to move your standing dunk until you get 16 finishing badges. So boom, a 51. Now for shooting, you want to max out these first 2 categories and your post fade, and then you want to move your free throw until it's a 72. So boom, you have 18 shooting badges on a two-way finisher. That's crazy, bro. Now for pass accuracy, you want to make it a 77. You want to max out your ball handle and bring your post control to a 41. So you have 14 playmaking badges, And this is what you're gonna do for the defense. You're gonna max out these 3 categories, and then you're gonna max out your defensive rebound, and to put the rest on your block. Alright, so I know this build looks really similar in terms of stats to that two-way slashing playmaker, but once you start messing with the height, the wingspan, the weight, this build is really different. So for body shape, I like to go solid or defined. I'm probably gonna go defined on this one. And for height, you can go 6'5" or 6'6", but I recommend 6'5". Now for weight, you're gonna want to go 202, so you get that extra acceleration, and then you want to max out your wingspan. And boom, you can choose these takeovers. I recommend finishing or lockdown, just so it's even more of a catfish build, and people are gonna think you either a two-way play, a pure red, or a defensive and finishing build. So I'd probably go lockdown takeover. So you have built a two-way finisher, bro. That's a really good catfish build, bro. I know it's really similar to that last build, but this final and last catfish build that we're gonna do is nothing like these other two ones. This is a completely different build, a completely different pie chart, and a completely different position. And let's get into it. All right, so we are in the My Player Builder for the final catfish build of this video, bro. Now this build is labeled as a finisher, but just like the previous catfish builds and all catfish builds, the badge layout and everything else, like the stats, do not resemble the build name. So this build is really crazy. I feel like this is the best catfish build of this video. The build might not be the greatest, but for the fact that the name is a finisher, just makes this build so much better. So for position, you're going to want to go power forward, hand and distance jersey number, or both personal preference. For the pie chart, you're going to want to go half yellow and half green, so the playmaking and shooting pie chart. Now you can already tell by the pie chart that this build does not resemble a finisher whatsoever, but boom, let's click on it. So for physical profile, I like to go pure speed on every build. I don't care what it is, but boom. Alright, so for the shooting, you want to max out your mid-range, max out your three-pointer, and bring your post fade to an 80. So you have 16 shooting badges on a finisher. Now, to keep the build name, right, you cannot upgrade your pass accuracy at all. You have to max out your ball handle and max out your post control. So you get 14 playmaking badges. That's more than enough. I know this build has Hall of Fame playmaking, but you're a power forward and center, so you don't need that many playmaking badges. And boom, for the defense, now since you're a half playmaker and half shooting, the defense, even if you max it out, isn't going to be that great. But you're going to finish with 9 defensive badges. So you want to max out your interior, your perimeter, your lateral, bring your steal to a 36, and then max out the other 3 categories. So boom, you have 9 defensive badges, and you can already tell this build is a huge catfish, bro. Look at the badge layout: 2, 16, 14, and 9. Now the build isn't terrible, but you have to sacrifice so much to make this build good to get the name finisher, but this build is crazy. So for the body shape, I like to go built on centers and power forwards. For the height, you're going to want to go 6'8". For the weight, you're going to want to go 245 pounds, so you get that 65 interior defense. Then you want to max out your wingspan, so you're going to have a 70 driving dunk at 99 on a finisher. That's not that great of a finishing build, but I mean, hey, that's what makes it a catfish. So boom, for the takeovers, now you don't get slashing takeover on a finisher, so I would recommend that you use post scoring takeover or rim protecting takeover. I'm gonna go post scoring just for the sake of the video. It's a lot more content. But boom, you have built a finisher. This build is such a catfish, bro. I can't even describe it. You saw it yourself. But hey, this is gonna be the end of the video, bro. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe with post notifications on again, so you never miss a stream or an upload. And I'm out, man.